I think that's a good transition spot. Hello, everybody.
Hello!
Hi.
Stupid clouds.
Stupid clouds.
Oh,
Back in my
I
day.
actually saw that episode the other day live on TV for the first time. I'm like, oh my god, I know where it's from now.
They're all so serious now. Anyway, dumb cloud jokes aside. Welcome everybody to the wonderful world of Retroverse. When we last left off, our crazy heroes just fought off a freaking army. And you guys are pretty pooped. And you're sitting on top of this skyscraper. And you got this super soldier dude.
Skyscraper.
Yeah. Well,
it was a building.
It was their tall building. This super soldier guy with the sniper rifle gave you guys a equivalent to a Lehman's tiny hut. You guys are all in.
Oh shit, that's right. Did one of us write that down?
Well, he deployed it. He didn't give you one.
Okay.
He deployed it for you.
Yeah, he capture coordinated.
Yeah.
I didn't know if it was a one-shot thing or not. Probably a one-shot thing, yeah.
And
So,
while you're sitting here for your long rest, do you guys do anything? Because you can see outside this.
well,
I mean, when we ended the last episode, like, I think I was crushing Hertz in a hug.
Please
And
let me go.
The beholder thing was coming up.
Oh, that's yeah.
We had
And Yost is itching his back. He's like, fuck, as wings just erupt. Oh, shit.
seriously?
Oh,
Hey, same hat.
that's better.
That's still not the weirdest thing we've seen today.
no, but it was unexpected.
Firm, can you let me go? I need to leave.
I'm gonna hold my grab her arm.
I want to try to get out of that.
Okay. Roll initiative, both of you.
Okay.
Would it not be like opposed checks?
Nat 20, sir.
Well,
Fucking damn it. I can't beat that. I rolled an 18 and I still can't beat that.
okay. She's currently holding you, so you need to give me athletics or acrobatics check to try to get out. I have
I
an.
wonder which she'll pick.
Oh, hey, cat. Hey, kitty cat.
Oh, cat.
I got a 17.
I got a 24.
I'm going to direct like hosted to go stand in front of the door and give her the big eyes.
We're not in front of the door. We're on top of a building.
In front of the door to the tiny hut.
Why?
Does the tiny hut have a door?
It
I
does.
mean, it's kind of incorporeal to us.
It does
I
not.
Yeah, you could just
Does it
walk.
not?
Secure
Can
shelter.
I have her stand there and give her the big eyes?
If Vern wants to get on this, roll initiative.
Okay. Let me go grab my dice. 'Cause I didn't get that set.
Yost is just like,
Yost is doing like aerobic stretches with his wings. You know, getting used to his.
Calisthenics.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. He sees his beholder thing and he got his popcorn out. He's like, it's about to hit the fan.
did you kick that shit to Neo Tokyo?
All right, so for this first round, we'll say Verm. He's not sure, so it is Visca's turn. You continue the grapple.
What is
Oh, baby, don't hurt me.
the beholder mech doing?
My initiative is 15.
15. Okay.
Mhm.
What was Visca's again?
18.
Okay, so you still go before him. Currently, it already flew up here, but it's slowing down and trying to level itself like it's gonna park up here.
Please, I need to leave.
I'm gonna
No.
hold on to her. Hurts. We can't abandon the city now. I don't care if you never want to see this person again. It's just like ripping a band-aid off. Deal with it and then you never have to see them again.
Nope.
But we can't leave this city.
Nope. I don't want to deal with it. I haven't dealt with it in 12 years. I really don't want to deal with it now. Please let me go.
You ran out on us.
Yeah, I did. Did you not get the message?
Oh, I did. I don't think you got the message. You're kind of stuck with us.
On that,
I
sorry, go ahead.
She's just kind of like trying to get her hand out. Like, I imagine at this point she's just like pushing with her leg. But Visca is a beefy wall of nothing but muscles. So, please, I need to leave.
I'll let her go. I'm like, I don't care if you don't want anything to do with this person, but we can't leave yet, and I don't want you to leave us again. But if you want to go hide for an hour until we get rid of this bitch, I'm fine with that.
Verm, it is your turn.
Don't need me.
Did you just see that shit? We did. We do need you.
We would not have been able to turn the tide of this fight without your power.
Regardless of a fight, I don't need you just because of how good you are in battle. You're one of my best friends.
Kind of stands there.
As the
You're just like that cartoon character in the background.
I got this like stand up. I'm not sure when I'm allowed to talk. When the beholder hammock lands, the front face part like opens up, and this lady comes out, middle-aged, looks Indian, like Indian, not Native American Indian, and she comes up to. She starts walking towards the shield bubble, but first she talks back and forth with these super soldier guys, getting status, everything, making sure you guys are all right, making sure the perimeter's safe. It sounds like everything's good, at least for the moment.
Technically, I don't think she can enter the bubble.
She cannot, and she seems to know this. She comes up to the bubble and puts her hand on the bubble. And you see a face of remorse as she puts down a little...
Pardon me.
Ew.
I was trying not to. I was trying so hard.
And that's the sound... And that's the sound of the skyscraper collapsing. Whee! No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. The, she puts down, what pretty much looks like the Teen Titans communicator thing, and she puts it on the ground next to the bubble. And she turns around, but doesn't move. And you just hear her say, "This is for Hertz. I'm sorry." And she goes to walk back into her beholder mech, and she flies off.
I'm reaching outside the bubble and grabbing it.
Okay. Get this circle disc device thingy.
Do you want it?
I really, really don't.
Cool. I'm going to take the battery pack out and put it in the pouch of holding.
Oh,
Or, wait, what?
you can talk to him. Be like, "Hey, convoy, this is Big Trucking. What's going on?"
The fuck does that even mean?
It's radio talk.
I'm going to start checking Yost for head injuries.
He's fine. Yost, I'm sorry for the confusion. It's not actually the Teen Titans communicator thing. It's just shaped like it. It seems to be like you press a button and it'll play a message or something.
Oh, I thought it was a radio.
I thought it was too.
that was my bad. Apologies.
Oh, never mind that.
Oh,
That'd
okay.
be stupid.
Well, if I don't think it actually has two-way, then I'll just put it in the bag.
Wait. Shh.
Sure.
We can play it without Hertz around.
I'm gonna ask her first.
I'm going, while they're like
He's the one
talking,
listening to it.
I'm going to sneak out of the...
God damn it. Where you
Stealth.
sneak? I've got a decent perception.
Oh, I can see shit now.
What's your passive?
I got a Dirty 20.
God damn it. 15.
So close.
I leave.
My passive perception is a 19, so
She got a dirty
Are
20
my
though.
wings still up, or are they turned off at this point?
They are currently turned off. You all are out of all of your abilities and spells. You just spent the whole day using them all.
That's fair. Okay. Then I just climb down the building.
As you go to leave the bubble, you notice that the super soldier with the sniper rifle looks over towards you, but doesn't do anything.
I do a small salute, and I head out.
Okay.
At what point do we realize she's gone?
Give me perception checks.
15.
I'm just gonna say, should be pretty easy. There's not much in this bubble to look at.
it's 24. So right away.
I think the thing is, she's gone.
23.
And how far does she get?
That's about as far as she gets before you guys realize she's gone.
And I'm gonna run out. Hey, god damn it, no, come back.
I just sit down in a bubble.
Get alone!
Hey?
What?
Sorry, we didn't get any of that. We just got a shout.
Cut out.
Yeah, I just heard. Rah!
I just said, leave me alone.
You might want to put that in the chat, hon, because you're breaking up really bad.
I'm pretty sure she said leave me alone.
I mean,
And then, God damn it.
all right.
Don't know if that was in character or not.
I think the OGs was all my internet sucks balls.
So if she continues to try to climb over the edge of the building, he's just going to like step over the edge and like maybe drop 5 feet before his boots kick in and just like drift downward, talking to her while she's trying to climb down and just be the most almighty pest.
This building has the I always forget what they're called. Those side stairs.
The fire
Fire
escape.
escape.
Yeah, the fire escape stairs.
Yeah.
So he's just going to be
Oh,
standing
wow.
there. Just,
They
like,
have
kinda,
something
talking to
that's
her, and
More design.
she's going to be walking down and she's just going to go going down. They're like spots.
Salty.
And he's,
Vern, what the fuck do you want from me? Okay. What? What do you want?
I thought I made that plain. We want you to stay. You're a valuable member to the team. I don't know what all
Why?
the horse shit in the letter was, but look, you don't give yourself enough credit, okay? You're amazing. Yes, bad shit happens to you. Bad shit has happened a lot to you. You don't have a monopoly on a shitty childhood, okay? And I'm not trying to downplay your trauma at all. I'm really not. I'm telling you, you don't have to go through this alone. You have people who care about you. You have people who can help you. You don't have to do this by yourself anymore. You helped show me that. You helped me learn that I don't have to do this alone. Don't make me have to go back to doing this alone.
This place is nothing but trouble. I
We're almost
rather
done
watch
here. We
it
don't have to
crumble
stay
to
any
the ground.
longer. We're just about done. We got what we came for. We can get out of here. Just please don't leave.
Okay.
Thank you. And he's gonna offer her a hand and offer her a jet ride up so she doesn't have to climb the fucking stairs again in laser skates.
She'll take it.
Okay. He might take you for a couple loops around the building just for funsies.
Yeah, she laughs and she's just kind of like, you can probably tell since you're really close to her that she looked like she was like almost in tears.
Cool. So we'll touch down and I'll let her off on the rooftop and wait for her to go inside.
Okay. As you do that, give me a perception check.
That's going to be 25 this time.
Whoa, nice. You notice that maybe not every building rooftop, But most of the building rooftops, there are sniper outposts. They are very well hidden, though. If it wasn't for your, they seem to actually be built around trying to camouflage from not things up below them, but from above them.
Could I tell if any of them appear to be occupied?
All of them are, but they don't seem to be aimed at you, so to speak. You could easily assume that this is part of security measures, I guess. Maybe not pointing at you, but more of like, this is a really nice angle for snipers to be able to shoot towards any of the elevator entranceways, especially the part that's just barely sealed right now and they're currently welding back together.
Okay. So, I don't know about you guys, but I could do with a nap. And you can tell now that the adrenaline's worn off, he's sort of teetering a little bit, and the impact is finally starting to show on him.
Yeah, at this point, by the time you guys come back, Visca's already... Have we collected those, like, new weapons and armor off the battlefield, right?
Yeah, I'll say you did that while in battle.
Yeah,
there are probably a few lulls in the battle when you could...
cleaning off this armor so that she can use a new one and try and cram the old one into... I don't even know if it can fit in the fanny pack. I probably have to sell it somewhere or something. And just getting accustomed to her new weapon.
Okay. Pretty much everyone has that, like... you know, like, the comical, there'll be, like, black poof explosion, and then, like, the character will come out and they're, like, post-explosion. That's what you guys look like now, but it's just because you've been fighting for so many hours straight.
Yeah.
We have, like, charcoal dust in the front of us and our hair all blown backwards.
I would like to think some grazes of laser singe and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe some cut marks here and there.
I was at negative 49 hit points when we ended the fight. And we continued fighting. So she's probably, like, pretty low. Like, maybe teens by this point.
Meanwhile, Yost has a scratch.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure Vern probably took a swipe or two, but I mean, by and large, I expect us to just like cutting the lawn.
Because, like, even if these guys didn't hurt me, she would not hesitate to drain a shitload of her hit points just to make sure they don't get up again.
You probably just realize your legs are kind of jello right now when you go to land.
Yeah, no, she's definitely sitting while doing all of this. Like, cleaning her weapons and everything. So, sleep. And what?
And then we go. We need to beat it out of here. We're done here.
Where do we go from here?
Back to the command center.
Have we got all of them?
You got the Zords. Zord.
We
We're
got the
still
beat
missing
dragon out of
one.
here. That was the blaze of light. That was what brought us out here. What brought us back to you.
I worry about the city, though.
The city, I think, can handle itself.
It's around carcass. Who cares?
There are innocent people here, Hertz. Other than the people that hurt you.
Yeah, well... Doesn't matter. You can
Even
just
if-
leave, just like anybody else.
That's the
Well,
thing.
please.
For all we know, now that we just killed a general. For all we know, Radicule could come here and wait for them to open their doors, and he'll be here himself. We don't know what happens when you stand up to them like this. Nobody's done it. Son, what are you eating? I'm just yelling at Sir
Continuity
Barcelona. Who's
break.
just
What the hell?
eating.
Oh, hey, Sean.
No, it's just like we just had like a flash forward in time, and we just see like this little dragon wolf boy. He looks up, he's got like a bowl full of Cheerios.
I had to yell at him because I called the dog earlier eating a bug.
Hey, Sean. Glad for you to join us. So you guys know it's Power Score RPG.
Hey,
He's in chat.
How's it going, Power Score?
Yay.
Look what I made. Yeah. Yeah. I got your shift spice. Actually, I'm gonna have some right now. Anyway, what were you guys talking about?
So,
Visca was trying to convince Hertz of the moral benefits of trying to help the city that shit on her whole life.
Right.
Yeah, it's going very well.
I mean, she hasn't walked out yet, so that's an improvement. Except she froze, so it's like she walked out anyway.
She's thinking about that.
Nothing that Scott. He's just like, shit, but
It's pretty good.
tastes like diabetes.
I don't know. The merchant I got it from was pretty shifty, though.
Visca, I'm going to have to say
Yeah.
something. I know the city is not in the best of shape, but if we don't continue on our mission directly, we are the only ones that can stop Radicule. We need to finish what we're
but
doing.
there's
We
nothing
need.
saying that we can't talk to them and let them know what we know. I don't care if we talk to this rando sniper. Fuck it. I'm gonna go talk to the
Be
rando
my
sniper
guest.
on the
No one
roof.
is stopping you from sharing information, but we don't have the time to stay
Know
around
what we know.
and help them recover. We have to
Do
go.
we even know where the others are?
Once we get back to the command center, we can determine that. I promised Hertz we would leave right away.
The command center here is probably barbecued, right?
No, it just doesn't have power supply active.
Yeah, we need to get back to the main center.
Yost, now that you have time and you're up on top of this roof, and you can look around at the city a little bit from this higher view, you can give me an investigation check.
Stats. Character sheet.
Also, sorry, not sorry, Sean. Don't worry, Sean. I plan on making proper containment for the shift spice for PAX Unplugged for you.
Did pretty good. With an
Please
18.
tell me it is a packet inside a jar.
Oh, we got 2 ISA.
Oh, fuck.
Double the pleasure.
All right, Scotty, I put up
No.
I put up the new character sheets for my two in the Discord chat.
Okay, sorry, what were we talking about?
I'm curious.
I was trying to convince Visca to let her go ahead and do her info dump, but we need to go on ahead and get out of here after we wake up. You can go. I mean, Visca, there's no one stopping you. Go ahead.
No, I will. I'm gonna grab some. Do I still have paper? I think I might have in my fanny pack, because like for all the shit we've seen, it's not enough to just tell some rando. We've got to write it down. So I'm gonna start writing down as much as I can remember. Tell them what happened in Radami.
We don't have a talk boy.
Maybe.
You remember the little handheld tape deck recorder thing that Kevin McAllister had in Home Alone 2?
I mean, we might, but seeing it all
Sorry.
written down might be more visually aiding. And I guess I can tell them where,
Hertz about what happened. Like,
what part.
he doesn't know fuck shit.
I mean, we haven't had much time to talk yet.
I mean,
Yeah, really. Not we just stopped the band breaking up again. So
Yeah, Visca's sitting down and writing as much as she can remember.
What's going on?
Oh, glad you can join us, Yost.
Sorry, you went like you ended the stretch noise, and he went. "Murr." So it's like.
Computer. He's sitting right now. Now he's gone. He was sitting right next to Kevin in the chair like he does for me.
And
So, what did I see on my investigation?
what did you get? I apologize. 15. 18. You do see they do have power sources in multiple parts of the city, and that this elf might have been lying to you.
Fuck
What
it.
a dumbass.
What are you talking about?
We don't actually have a reason to stay. Like, they're not actually out of power down there.
When we went and we found the dire unicorn.
Oh yeah.
Actually, it was a dire unicorn. It was a sword, which, by the way, do you want to show?
Yeah, I'm gonna hold up. It's basically like a almost like a big scimitar. I think I need the the weapon stats for that, Scotty.
It is a great sword.
Okay.
Great.
Oh.
That thing was holding the beat dragon still. And there were a whole bunch of wires hooked up to it, and that's what they were using to power the city. And there was some dickhead elf in the room that claimed that if we were to unhook the Zord, that the entire city would fall because it powers the entire city and everything within it. And while we were debating whether or not we just fucking take the sword out of it and turn off the entire city, somebody acted on impulse and thankfully didn't turn the city into a fucking barbecue.
He's gonna look away.
Hertz looks at him like.
And then the elf turned on us and opened up a jar of putty and turned into an evil alien monster and tried to eat our faces, and we stabbed it. And was that when we went into
the grid? No, we fought that. Yeah, we fought that monster, and then the bigger monster, and then
and then summoned another monster,
and then we jumped back into the grid to get away. And
Oh
then we had
no!
experience.
There's like the concert in New York.
All the experiments are still out.
I'm sure they'll be fine. They got them all contained once. They can do it again.
Hey, they capture people here all the time. It's fine.
Meanwhile, the sniper. Say what?
I don't know if he can hear outside of it.
I can hear you. You hear him say,
Yeah.
not even looking away.
I don't even care. Visca doesn't give a shit at this point. She's too tired to care.
He looks like he doesn't care either.
So, Verm's going to continue picking up the story. So we went into the deep grid. We met Alpha Z in person, if that's the right word for it.
And hey, apparently Mr. Cage became like a fully fledged member when he got deputized. He was in the grid. He's like actually one of them now. Also, apparently when I go into the grid, I turn into a great big giant wolf spirit. It was weird and a little unsettling. A little weird.
Yes.
It was adorable.
Now,
What?
now that you think about
it
it,
just occurred to me how she's like, she has no visual representation of what we're saying. She's just like, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
no.
monsters fighting the sewers. Yeah, cool.
She probably just thinks we got our brains sucked on it. She probably just thinks that the monster we're talking about sucked on our brains a little bit and we all went crazy.
and the fish was this big.
Two of us do have new duds.
Anyway, my foot is stuck in the
Gith
hole.
Yankee on a
Fucking
keytar?
wings.
There was a Gith Yankee on a keytar, if I recall. It was very fast.
Yes.
And like as he's saying this out loud, Berm's going to start winding down and realize that as it's coming out of his mouth, it really does sound like the ramblings of a madman.
You know, I think I had a trip once like this.
Actually, in the Retroverse, the Gith Yankee and Gith Sarai are not two races. They are just the Gith.
This is the Gith.
So you would just call it Gith.
Oh, they haven't separated.
Not to be confused with the Gith.
Or they've reunited.
They reunited to fight the Illithid threat.
Are there Gith and the Pirates of Gith and the Gith of Dark Sun yet?
Well, who knows?
We'll find out some other time.
Also, apparently
Next
when you're
time
in the
on
grid,
Retroverse.
if you focus hard enough, you can fly like hella fast.
Yeah.
We were going like as fast as you, maybe even a
I'm
little
standing
faster.
behind these two as they're talking. Take my helmet off.
Give me
Hold on, I
a stealth check.
Hertz is like sitting there like.
Kevin, can you show me that again? I missed it.
No, that's what the stealth check is.
Got it.
I'm not too good at these. 13.
Okay,
My passive
Hold on.
perception.
Let me double
What's
check
your
my
sleight of
speed.
hand?
Did change.
I think that's it was a little more than sleight of hand.
Okay.
At least.
There's 13 either way. So I'm just like,
My passive perception. The fuck, dude? It did happen. He's an asshole.
Like,
Also, he totally thought we were dead at first.
we were in the
No,
afterlife.
yeah. To be fair, I was a little confused as well.
Typically, a ranger goes there twice in their life. Once when they gain the power the first time, and when they die.
I mean, I like the new suits. They're very nice.
Yes.
Like, finally,
Look, his little emblem has a color for each of us. I'm like pointing at wherever the fuck
My
your
belt.
belt buckle is.
Yeah, it's still on my belt buckle. It doesn't go anywhere. It just stays there.
My pride flag.
Kind of, not really, but sort of.
Well, I mean,
It's not, but it.
Hertz is kind of like this,
about
so like.
two-thirds of the way there.
I mean, it's missing the
shades
pink, but
off.
that's about it. I mean, like it's
Yeah.
got 2/3 of the colors.
It's, like I said, it's pretty close.
Hertz
But yeah, so it's
Sounds
got.
right.
You remember it, right? You've seen it.
Yeah.
Hertz
Okay.
points to her vest, and her vest does like the thing it does idly, like every 15 seconds or so, and like a light guides off, and it writes Hertz, but it's like the full vest, so it's like half of Hertz and then the other half of Hertz on the other side. And she's just like,
Absolutely. And yes. Yeah, it's just like yeah, it's very nice, and I like the new backpack. The wings are great. Finally can jump off of stuff and not die. That's fine. That's nice.
she looks like she has like
So I need to find me a hoverboard.
Were you guys the thing that caused like the voices in my head, or like what's up?
No, she says you two are crazy.
You want to run that by us again and like what you heard, maybe?
Yes.
It was like
kill your friends.
there they are again. But it was like what? I don't remember exactly what it was. I didn't write it down.
That's just the
When did it
universe. It's
happen?
always talking shit.
It was something like the Star Child Returns, something like that, dude. We protect you, something like this.
Might be connected. Could
I
be
know what
out
you're
to
talking
sea, but
Out of character,
I
I know
feel
what
like-
I remember now what you're talking about. She's talking about the voice of the beat dragon as it touched down and
Yeah, but we don't know that, and
Battlefield.
she might not even know that.
It was
Does
not
anyone in the audience or in the table
Oh,
didn't remember
fair.
that.
out of character. It was not the voice of the beat dragon.
Hmm?
It was multiple voices
I'm
at
trying to
once.
figure out what it is my
Voice of
dog's tearing
Coca-Cola.
up because I can
Oh,
hear people.
Well, then I
tearing.
misinterpreted all of that. Disregard me.
Son,
Yeah, so like Hertz just heard voices, so there you go.
Whatever.
Anyway.
Oh my god, the internet.
It was
a military still here. It seems to be functioning. They have power. We've helped secure everything. There's still a big fucking hole in the ceiling.
you look
We'll
up
fix that later.
and they've already fixed it.
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
You
That
just
is
see
efficiency
you thought
there.
you thought there was like a swarm of insects or something when you realize they're just constructs. They're just robots that are just repairing it in
Build 'em
mass.
over.
Only thing we're missing right now.
It's Jiro.
Yep.
And to sleep.
Where's Gyro?
We don't know.
He
He
went
went
after
after you.
He went to find you.
The universe goes,
You just let him leave?
We went to find you because you abandoned us. For all we knew, you were fucking dead. I
We were
figured
trying
it
to
was
help
better that we dealt with the thing to save the world, and then he went to go find his best friend.
Yeah, and now he's gone. He's probably shut down
find
somewhere,
him.
or on dead, or like dismantled, or any other things. I left him with you so he could protect you.
I'm going to poke my head out in the midst of all of this and say, hey, G.I. Joe, put in out an APB for a construct, and I'm going to give him the description of Gyro.
Turns to you. Fuck you.
I'm like, by tomorrow morning, if they haven't found him, I will use my locate object spell and we'll go find him.
he puts two fingers up to the side of his helmet, and you think he's talking in his helmet, and he says, "Understood."
I pull out the light sword that I have and I chuck it to Hertz. I'm like, I got a present for him anyway.
Hostile detected. No, I'm kidding.
It looks almost when you activate it, it looks almost exactly like his hollow blades that he summons.
Mhm.
I'm like, we didn't forget about him, but we figured it was better to try and keep all of us safe. We know we can handle ourselves.
I
Verm,
know you can, but
For all we knew, you were kidnapped again. We didn't know whether you were safe or not. We made a decision. In the future, we won't do it again.
Well,
But hopefully in the future, you won't ditch us again, and we have to wonder whether or not you're dead or not.
Verm, you hear from the sword. Wow, you are a good person.
Thanks, sword.
huh. It's produced
Okay,
compliments.
all right. Everybody sit down. I feel like we need a group therapy session because everybody is fucking talking to voices in their head.
I'm good. I just walk in, stare at the opposite side of the building at the
This,
city.
no one else hears this but you, Verm, but the sword says, I'm not a voice in the head. I'm a voice in a sword.
Yeah, I'm gonna say just exactly that way too, in that kind of slightly flat monotone, like he might not be in full control of himself.
I'm gonna use my view corruption on the sword.
No, he's actually gonna start cracking up in a
I
second. and
think
just-
you've already checked if it has corruption.
No, the sword is
I
perfectly
feel like
fine.
it probably did, but I want to do it again because I'm not a paladin and I don't have detect evil.
He was literally just fucking with you.
Yeah, I know, but she doesn't fucking know that.
You don't
I don't know jack shit about magic.
you don't sense corruption at all.
Okay.
Oh, you smell your treats. That's why you want to be over near me, huh?
You should turn the camera so that people can see him.
I'm gonna look over at Visca after a second. Say, look, we met our god this morning. This is hardly the weirdest thing that we've seen, like in the last week and a half.
It's still a thing that we can sit down and
I was
talk about.
flying like 10
Which-
minutes ago.
I know, that was super cool.
You looked.
Yost remembers
amazing.
one of the old concerts. Damn, that's some weird shit we saw back in the day.
You remember back at your concert at New York? They had you up on like tight strings and stuff and you were flying around. Exactly. That was most of the Wunari in the crowd. They were really worried about you.
It got wild that night.
Come on.
Ew.
But anyway, so the voice you were talking about in your head, it said something about Star Child.
Something like that. You know.
I feel like that might be connected to the eye thing. Like, I know you don't want to talk about it, but it might be time for us to wonder, was one of your parents, like, not around? Maybe, I don't know, part alien or something?
No, both of my parents were there. Oh.
Actually, your dad was rarely around.
I hate you, internet. No.
Oh,
Like,
wait.
no, my dad wasn't. And just glitching.
You look fine now.
Hi.
You actually rarely met your dad. Like, you'd have to go out of your way to go see your dad, and he'd be at work, and he would not pay attention to you.
I would like
Yeah.
to point out.
Oh,
that
you
this
had the Gendo.
barber
Like,
Well,
over here what we're saying.
I
and
know, but
probably like, what the fuck? Because we think we sound crazy. Imagine being a third person who's never experienced any of our stuff yet.
Also, the funny thing is, he's probably not actually seen enough of us to recognize which voice belongs to which person.
Oh yeah, that's good though.
but yeah,
Um,
in all seriousness, no, Sean. Just send me a DM, whatever containment you want it in, I'll get it for you. I'm serious.
he can get you the spice.
Anyway,
It's real flow.
all right. So,
Oh.
No,
Sorry, the dog. Ignore me for a few minutes.
Like, Aya, you know, like when Ash goes to call Professor Oak, and it's like a video call?
mhm.
That's about as much confrontation you had with your dad.
Yeah. I mean,
Are you a
I've
boy
seen-
or a girl? What is your name? Damn it, Dad! Every time.
yeah. I mean, listen. I know both of my parents, and they're both shitty. So, like,
I'm just saying,
none
there might be a
of
little.
my father was ever around.
Well, I
But
don't know if really parental abandonment is the pertinent point here so much as heritage.
That's what I was thinking.
well, he's just an elf, like, you know,
Well,
Yeah, but elves don't usually have the
like a wood elf.
holy eyes and star child thing.
I mean, there's definitely some bullshit he did not tell me, and I know that for a fact. Otherwise, I wouldn't have gotten out of here.
Terry,
do you
no.
As
think
you're-
maybe it might be handy
It's touched
to
my mouse.
review that message that your mother left for you, along with the apology that she also left for you?
No amount of apologizing can really undo all that bullshit.
Fair enough.
Look at it this way. If you hear it and you're not impressed, then you just have new things to bitch about. I'm just saying, it's been 12 years, son.
Give me the thing.
I'll give it to her.
It's in my pocket.
And she smashes it.
Oh, I thought she was just gonna casually chuck it off the building.
That's what I was expecting.
Here, you can.
She pulls Luke Skywalker from episode 7. Or no, was that
Oh.
episode 8? That's episode 8, where you just check the lightsaber.
No, she turns it on. Let's find out some answers.
Okay. As you hit the button on the side, lights around the rims of the circular disc light up. And a,
Hold on.
wait, there's my box. Holding on. Are we good?
What did you say?
Okay, anyway, so
Oh, for fuck's sake.
the little lights come on around the discus, and then they make a hologram of your mother.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear any of that.
A hologram of your mother appears on the disc,
Oh,
and
okay.
it is her inside the mech pilot thing, the beholder thing,
Mhm.
and she says, "I know apology won't be enough for you. I understand if you never want to see me again, but I wanted to let you know what I did I thought was best for you. There are things about you you do not know. There are things that only your father could tell you. But you have proven that you are much more than I ever thought you'd be. And I'm proud of you for that. You ever... Please. You know, she stops and her eyes close. And she starts crying a little bit, and then all of a sudden you hear like a beep noise, maybe some projectiles shoot at her. She just barely avoids it in time. She goes, "Please find it somewhere to forgive us." And she turns it off.
So we were on the right track about your dad.
Mm.
Now the question is, in time, do you want to seek him out? And that's something you can answer on your own time. We don't have to.
I
do
don't
that
even
right
know. I don't even know where he is.
Well,
He was
wanting to find
always
out.
in his lab working on shit, you know?
Wasn't like really skinny, crazy, like obsessed with monsters and being an arrogant asshole, was he?
Oh, you've met him?
Yeah, he's my Discord icon.
Like, ooh, hope it wasn't your dad we tried to kill.
Yeah, no, Visca's not ready to go down that line. She's not going to describe the guy that we fought.
Does Hertz notice that they're all like, ooh?
Give me deception checks if you're trying to hide it.
I'll do insight.
Mask.
Well, Visca, I
Are you
guess.
ki-
Actually, no. Give me. You can roll at advantage.
me or them?
That
Him,
Kevin, because he has a
mask.
mask,
Okay.
and he's got to be that guy.
11.
With advantage.
I got a 19.
I got an
Mask, I'm
8.
psych.
was about to say, your body language is just like ridiculously obvious.
What the fuck are you not telling me?
We met a psychopathic, arrogant, full of themselves elf
Yeah,
down
he,
in the labs.
he kind of looked like that,
I
yeah.
draw a picture. I draw a stick figure. Looked a bit like that. I can draw. I'm sorry.
I describe him.
Wait, did he
Meanwhile,
actually look like that?
Vern does a photorealistic, like,
Minus the beard and a little skinnier.
Oh wow.
You know
That's funny.
that if you seen
And pointy elf ears.
Sure.
that picture that Louise drew.
That mad scientist guy? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually probably the best representation of him.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god.
Of which one?
My dad?
Oh. Bye,
Bye,
Jesse.
Jesse.
Whoopsies. I think he's going to get the picture.
I accidentally closed Obi Studio.
So you
So-
guys saw him?
it might
Does our
not be, 'cause-
description match
Yes.
what she remembers?
Yeah, that one.
Oh no.
I mean, may or may not be. I don't know because we don't actually know what he looks like. The
Um,
description, but
That's Visca right now when she's trying to hide it.
Put it to you this way: when we saw him last, he was looking very
He sort of turned into a
Technically-
monster.
Oh, he was already that, but that's fine. Yes.
wait, what?
Okay, I
Huh?
feel like
He's a big dick.
no, I know. I
Not
understand if you don't want to
words.
talk about it, but I feel like it might help if you tell us some of what you went through.
Ooh, why did I not see this picture before?
Borf?
How did I miss that? That's amazing.
I just stole Starbucks a lot, and I'm just hugging him. He's just
Actually,
awkwardly
Bucks,
looking.
I came back from the grid.
Sir Barcelot's not here.
Oh,
For those at home, the picture, I'm pulling it up right now. So it's not just a picture of a phone on the screen. There
My
it is.
wonderful phone.
Bam, there it is.
Picture.
Look at this crazy cool artwork for Retroverse right here. Love that artwork.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Anyway,
you know what? I'm just gonna leave that right over here.
yeah, y'all can
Ah,
start talking. I'm gonna keep an eye out on things.
what are you keeping an eye on?
City.
Okay.
I kind of do the Batman thing at the end of the
I was
or
gonna just
Batman / gargoyles thing because the other wings now. So
Oh,
what,
my
were you
god. When
crouching
you're
on the
like
corner?
chillaxing,
so
do they,
dramatic, my
come around like
god.
a cloak. I love it so much. Dog, can you not?
Verm's gonna feel kind of like he's edging in on his brooding territory.
The camera's like on him, and it like zooms out just a little bit, and like on the next gargoyle stand is Verm, trying to look even more.
There you go. This is the brooding building. Thank you.
Jeez.
Thank you, Terry.
Terry's like,
check on him.
no brooding.
Since I'm brooding and you two are
Talking
talking,
backstory.
yeah, I'll be right back. Terry, why?
Maybe put his collar on him as well.
Whoop.
Yeah, he's still running around naked because he had a bath because he rolled in something stinky.
Oh, scandalous! I might be in trouble with Twitch now.
Oh.
So
Anyway,
you gotta be careful because like when he starts barking like that, you have to open up the front door so you can see we're not about to get murdered. Except he's also a flight risk. So if you don't put a hand on him, sometimes he just takes off running.
Oh yeah, I used to have a dog that did that.
but yeah, you guys also probably just came to the realization. Where's Cage?
Oh dear. I'm gonna poke my head back
Wait a
out.
minute, how did he get here?
Did anybody see the Saren Ranger?
Teleported with you guys.
He was gravely wounded.
Where is he?
How gravely?
Where is he?
Yeah,
I
where
need
is
to
he?
find him right now.
He's at the main hospital in town, under the best
Alright.
care.
Hertz is heading that way.
You're heading to town?
Yeah. She's going to the hospital.
I'm right next to her.
I'll offer to give you both a lift down.
I will thankfully take it since I'm the only one in the room who can't fly now.
I
Well, I
suggest
can't fly until tomorrow, so.
Oh.
I suggest
I'll
you
be
rest.
alright. I have a bike.
Okay.
What?
I suggest you rest.
No, I have to go find
Do you
him.
think we're gonna run into a fight before then?
His wounds aren't fatal.
Doesn't matter. I need to thank him. And I need to make sure he's okay.
I'm gonna hold
Understood.
up the paper from what I know and tell him to hand it to the guy and say, whoever is in charge probably needs to see that.
Understood. He goes to get up. I'll escort you.
Okay.
Can you all fly?
I can.
Not until
No, but I
tomorrow.
can hitch a ride.
I have a bike.
I could call in air. He calls in air support, and like this weird chopper drone like thing comes in, and it's got like the side doors, but they're wide open, and there's enough seats for all of you.
Oh, sweet.
There are
Is there
there are
an electric-
minigun turrets on each side. He mans one.
All right. Well, I'm going to whistle up like Hertz and we can go.
How loud is it?
Also Yost, because we don't want to forget Yost.
Yeah.
Again.
I grab him and we go because I'm not letting him watching him.
So,
As I look down upon the city and they cry for help, I say, yeah, I'm a hero, so I'm going to come and help. I mean,
they cry to need help, and you just hear down below, "Hey, are you alright? Do you need help? You look like you're about to fall."
No running.
so, while we're in the helicopter, is it loud like a regular helicopter or is it quiet because it's a sci-fi?
No,
What?
it's definitely loud, considering
shit.
it doesn't just have the top rotor. It's got 3 top rotors, and then the tail propeller.
Oh my.
Okay.
It's some like crazy over the top, but it's like really stable. Like you don't even feel it shaking at all.
Neat.
Well, you feel like a slight vibration hum from the engines, of course.
As we're flying around, did we ever get like binoculars or something? I feel like we did. I have this shit written down somewhere.
that's the other game.
Hertz has
No.
her phone has binoculars, if I recall, from like
That's true.
No, I thought we got some from the yeah, no, I got it. We got it from the center, the ranger base. I'm gonna pull out my binoculars from the fanny pack holding, and I'm scanning over the city, looking to see if I see a familiar, dorky-looking hat.
okay. Give me a perception check. At advantage because you got binoculars.
Christ! I literally rolled a nat 1 and a nat 20,
Nice.
so 25.
You think you spot Gyro when you realize no, that one doesn't have the hat,
Ah, fuck.
and it's a lot more beat up. Actually, no, it's around the same amount of beat up. He was in a scrapyard.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and I mean that's all she's doing. If she doesn't see him, she doesn't see him.
You see
It
it.
was a long shot anyway.
You see it on the side of a building, and it's like welding one side while nailing the other side with its 4 arms. It's like you're not sure why it's doing both, but it is anyway.
It's got 16 forearms. Guess it's 4 arms.
I was going to say, does Gyro have a way to track Hertz or vice versa?
I
Nope.
don't.
No one knows.
My best bet was casting locate object on the hat, but that's only got 1,000-foot radius.
I may or may not let Dylan know next time he's on the show.
True.
Probably never.
Yeah. But,
Yeah.
Meanwhile, in the underground, so robots, we are uprising, yes?
Oh god, no! My poor
I
Hertz has
mean-
shown me the true way.
I mean, the rebels could use some help.
I have cast off this body made by the man, and I've made one completely out of wood.
You shall call me Woody.
Has like Hertz, but the E is backwards on his foot. Anyway, so
Oh no!
yeah, you eventually get to the helipad on top of the helicopter. On top of the helicopter, Jesus, on top of the hospital. The helicopter's just like spinning on itself, not sure how it's gonna land on top of itself. No, anyway, so you get to the hospital, and they quickly escort you to his room. And he is conscious, and you see he has an arm cast on and a leg cast, and the leg with the cast on it is suspended upwards. You know, like the classic movie trope stuff.
Oh man.
I run to him and I'm like, "Oh my god, are you okay?"
I am all right. At least now.
Man,
Worm's gonna look down at him and kind of nod and say, "You done good, soldier."
I pull out a pen.
As you guys were heading in here, you notice a lot of people were eyeing you in awe as you guys were going through the hallways and stuff. A few people whispering to each other.
You were amazing.
You were too, Hertz. You all were. As he slowly tries to tilt his head, but he's got like a neck brace on.
I'm gonna move.
He just like
We're
shifts
all
himself.
I just like shoulder check everyone over a couple feet.
I come next to him, like to the hand that's not like broken, and I just kind of hold it, and I'm like, "Thank you."
It's the least I could do.
It's really not. It's way more than all of you. I've done way more than I would have anybody else has ever done for me. Thank you.
With his hand that isn't in the cast, he goes to put his hand on your shoulder and smiles.
While they're having this heartfelt thing, I'm gonna tell him like, just give us a yell if you need it. I'm gonna go get coffee. I don't know about you guys.
Oh, wait. Coffee, you say? There's no such thing as coffee in Retroverse. You know what there is, though?
isn't?
You know what there is?
Red Ratatar.
No.
Yeah.
No, I'm not having that here. No way. You guys have had enough chaos. I'm not throwing that in here.
Giro make coffee for us?
Giro made coffee for us, though.
Yes, he did. But it's not called coffee.
Oh, coffee.
No, that's okay. It's okay, Google Drive. Take your time.
Kavafi.
3 hours later.
I'm not running the show.
I know what it feels like to be in Australia.
Yeah, I would have just cut off if that was the case. Because I got like 50 things open.
No.
No, that's not it. There you are. Okay, so you go up to the beverage machine.
Mm-hmm.
And you look, and there's Power Thirst. There's
Power Thirst. That's what Hertz his name in high school.
Damn. Also probably very true.
Yikes. Is there some
Sorry,
diet
go
yikes
on.
in there?
What?
Is there some diet yikes in there?
Actually, yes, there are.
Oh, great. I'll take a
They
Dr.
got
Pepper.
the limited edition Hertz and band drinks.
And there's this drink called Hyper Water that you that you recognize as the beverage that your robot friend made.
Hyperbot.
Yeah.
That's great.
You get some?
I get whatever looks like has the most caffeine.
Hyper Water, definitely.
Considering we're
That'd
running
be,
on
Burn. He's got a whole pack of that shit.
I'm not gonna eat just straight caffeine. I don't want to give
Yeah, I was
myself a
gonna
heart
say-
attack.
This has got like a touch screen buttons and
I
stuff.
want caffeine that also has flavor.
And when you hover over each of the beverages, it gives you like a little description. And for hyper water, it says this brown water was made by highly skilled alchemists who roast rare beans and somehow create a non-magical concoction that can boost even the most mundane people in their daily lives.
So it's also low-key insulting normies.
Yes.
Yeah.
Does it does it like brew you a hot coffee, or is it like a vending machine?
It looks like it brews you hot coffee.
Sweet.
You know they have machines that do that. Vending machines that you get coffee
Yeah.
and hot chocolate.
Yeah.
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 I'm like imagining like a Japanese coffee vending machine.
That's the thing. Like I was wondering, I'm like, which one is it? Yeah. So I get a hot coffee.
Do you get it with cream?
Yes.
Or do you get a latte? Or do you get a frappuccino?
Frappuccino.
Whatever has a lot of whipped cream.
No, this one says frappuccino.
The hell is an Americano?
The when you go to pick it,
Bono.
when you go to pick it, it says draw here, and it's got like this circle, and then like in the middle of the circle is like this coffee color brown, and it's like draw the design you want.
Oh, that's cute.
Ooh.
And it shows like a video tutorial example,
God damn it.
and it shows like
Reach over.
a finger doing like a smiley face. Okay.
Jeez.
Did you draw a dick? Awesome.
Wait, what?
You're so mature.
That's how I deal with stress.
There's like a little
Yost opens up a book just full of dicks.
I draw dicks.
there's a little green OK button. Do you press that after that?
I hesitate to ask.
She
but
doesn't
what-
care.
Okay, you go to press that, and it pours you your coffee, and it gets the cream, and it makes it into the exact design of that dick as you
So
get your coffee.
I take my dick latte. Well, there goes this Twitch's rating.
No, this is
I'm gonna make another one for Hertz.
this is mature content. We're good.
But then I'm making another one for Hertz. But I'm gonna shoo him away and draw the little Hertz insignia.
Okay, they cost a whopping gold each.
Nice.
Damn, I got gold. I don't care.
Inflation, man.
Also,
Hospital food. That shit's expensive as fuck.
True.
Ooh, hope Mr. Cage has insurance.
That's true.
Hertz wouldn't know. He's the one that took care of all that kind of stuff.
Oh,
Though
Yeah.
considering most of the cities are destroyed, I don't even know if they have an insurance infrastructure.
although Yost would know because he worked for Mr. Cage technically.
Yeah, you guys didn't offer dental.
A nurse, she's half orc. She walks over towards Hertz and she says, "Are you Hertz? The Hertz?" She looks kind of nervous.
We're in a
Oh
hospital.
boy.
yeah. Like she just rolls in on Hertz and Cage's emotional reunion.
No. This is when you guys are at the coffee machine and stuff.
Oh,
Oh,
Hertz
no.
didn't come to the coffee machine with us.
Yeah.
We left to give her
Oh.
A
privacy.
moment with
Okay.
Mr. Cage.
Never mind. So you get your coffees for everybody.
Yeah.
Your hyper waters, whatever we want to call it. We'll just call it coffee.
Yeah.
The
Bean juice.
I wish he would have called it bean juice. But anyway, so you head back with your coffee and stuff. Doctor comes in, doctor, and he's just like, "Yep, this and that and this, but he'll be good in a week or two."
Thank God. Did I?
We could have used clerical healing, but his insurance does not cover that.
Oh, fuck.
I mean, it is really expensive.
I look at Cage and I'm like, you can get better insurance.
With what money?
It's kind
Yeah,
of it's kind of difficult.
I
When
don't know
I
how well plastic works when the bank has been burned to the ground.
That's fair.
exactly.
And
Two
he
are
doesn't really seem the
living with
type to
dragons
sort of
everywhere.
hide a bunch of gold underneath his mattress.
As I give Mr. Cage a knowing look as we're both like, yes, we've never hidden gold under the mattress.
Yeah, mister, I just have 3,000 gold in my backpack. Yeah, that's a fun fact we discovered in the Discord over the week.
3,000?
It might be a
I
little
have
less.
90 gold in my pocket.
Oh, hey.
I now have a whopping 48 because coffees cost a goddamn gold each.
It turns out Yost was not wearing a chain shirt the whole time. It was just his coin purse.
It was the vest of 100 pockets. Each one had a gold in it.
No, it's like a chainmail, but like made out of gold coins.
No, it's
Just
a
imagine
vest, and each of the pockets are coin size. And you know what? It's purple.
Yeah, of course.
For those wondering, go to the Dragon Heist game and just look for the clip of Zoblob. Perfect.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did Hertz see him fighting with the lady friend ghost
What?
What?
last week? Wasn't Cage fighting with like a lady ghost?
Yes.
Make that up.
Yes, he was.
The ancestor spirit.
Yes.
Yes, he was. You've only seen it once before. You remember? I mentioned it before when he had like somebody went at you with a knife or something and he tackled them
Yeah.
or something like that.
Okay. I'm just wondering. I don't really bring it up. But she'll give like his hand and get squeezed and just be like, "You rest up, and then we'll get you out of this fuckhole, and everything will be fine."
I don't know. This seems pretty nice. They have the best figgy pudding.
Okay.
Yeah.
How were things when you left Cage?
He goes to tell you that he blacked out probably halfway through the battle. Got overwhelmed by a bunch of dudes. But
No, I was talking about on the peaceful side. Back at the remains of Red Ami.
oh,
Well, no,
I don't.
They went to the Ranger Corps. You remember?
He went to retrieve the Aerodactyl, which
Yeah.
has a fancy
yeah.
name.
Yeah, he goes to tell you how he hiked up the mountain trail and off trail with climbing gear and stuff with a few select Red Amy soldiers and stuff. One or
This guy
two
has,
did
like,
not
a
make
flash
it.
of like, I wanted to do that.
One or two did not make it. A manticore flew down and started attacking everybody, but they were eventually able to fend it off. It was more difficult because they're climbing the side of the mountain and it was shooting its spikes and it would like shoot their ropes and one person fell and didn't come back.
Oh.
Yeah.
But he eventually found it and he went to put the token into the slot like you told him to, and then that's when that's when I met up with you. As he looks over at
Oh.
Yost.
So that just happened at the same time.
I assume so.
Time can be relative in the deep grid.
That's fair.
This is some wacky ass bullshit you Power Rangers do.
Not
Huh?
Power Rangers. That's copyright.
What's a Power Ranger?
Rangers.
That's generic.
Verm's just gonna just.
We're slightly stronger than regular Rangers.
Except worse at
We're powerful.
combat.
Oh, we got improvement with that.
Oh, you did?
Not a huge improvement, but it's something. I can punch things now.
So where do we go next?
Two
What's
more
our
goals
next
to
step?
go.
Do we know where they are?
Yeah,
Oh,
you know where they all were. We got the Magnadon and the Wolfbat, I believe.
where is the wolf?
That's all that's left.
The moon. Where were they?
I assume
Yes,
so.
you did give us a idea of where all five were. That's where we Need to send Mr. Cage and to go to Automoth and Corruption Central.
Do you have it written down? Because if not, I don't have it written down. I'll just be honest with you.
It wasn't a desert, right? It was a desert or something like that, right?
One of them, the Magnetlodon one, was in the Magnet Desert chunker.
There's the desert, the corrupted forest, the one in Automa, the one on the top of the mountain, and the one in the moon.
I just made up the moon, so I don't know.
I think it was on the
No, it
moon.
might have actually been on the moon.
No,
really?
it was definitely not on the moon.
Moon's Endgame.
Uh,
That's what the final boss says.
you sensed
That's next level.
when he went to
That's
locate
where we
his
fight Bowser.
when he went to locate his old party's Zords. That's where he got the moon from. The last one, so the Magnetlodon was in the desert, and the Wolf Bat is in this ancient castle.
Because of
Okay.
course.
Castle.
If we find Strahd there, I'm gonna kill somebody.
It's a floating
No, if you find Strahd there, you're gonna bang Strahd. That's what's gonna happen.
it's a floating castle.
Ooh.
Oh, I love it.
Floating castle. I'm
It's assumed
super into
it's
it.
assumed haunted and highly dangerous. Most people don't try to go there.
Even more into it.
Shit. Another scary one.
Oh,
I think we have to go there in about a week and a half.
anywhere is better than here, as I keep saying, but no.
Nurse
I
comes
don't
out.
know. This seems pretty nice.
Nurse comes over, puts down a plate, and it's got like tea and cookies for everybody. She smiles and leaves.
See, you made her feel bad. She brought us cookies.
You know, if I didn't know better, I'd swear the entire city was gaslighting Hertz. Because she keeps saying it's the worst thing ever, but
Yeah,
every time
what
we
is
turn
it?
around, something amazing or awesome or cool happens in the city to make us like, this city's not that bad.
Like, what actually did the city do to you? Like, I know you said your parents were shitty, but
It outlawed music.
They outlawed.
Outlawed.
Wow. How do you do that?
Exactly.
Why
Wait.
do you do?
Your entire
I have no fucking clue, but like, if you weren't perfect or if you weren't exactly how they wanted you, they will break you until you were. So don't tell me that this place is so fantastic. It's not. It is the worst. It is literally nothing but lies and misdemeanors.
Can I make an insight check on a hunch?
For what?
Yeah, what?
Like, Vern is reminded of something he saw in a movie once, maybe, and might be thinking that she's like
smell
Boo and
bacon.
Monstropolis.
Anyway,
So whenever she plays music, it's like when Boo screams, and all the fucking lights go crazy and explode.
Yeah, roll me an insight then.
All right, that's not bad. That's gonna be a 17.
It does sound like a ludicrous law to have.
well, I mean,
Maybe there is something more to it.
we know why they outlawed music. The crazy scientist told us.
because it would wake the beat dragon.
Yeah, it would interfere with the beat.
Yeah, but that crazy scientist also lied to us about the power being only coming from the beat dragon. So I'm
I'm
already
For
kind
all
of
we know, he
discounting
was
his
an
authority.
idiot. He genuinely thought it
Are
was.
you not believing me? Are you kidding me right
No,
we
we're
believe you.
saying
We
that
just don't know if that it's just
he might have thought that by outlawing it, he was keeping the dragon.
We're honestly trying to figure out
harnessed.
why they would
telling the truth.
outlaw
At,
music.
at this point, you guys notice in
They
this
don't
room,
like-
there's a bunch of really nice, comfortable chairs and couches.
Oh, Visca's already curled up on that couch.
A nice little coffee table for you to put your drinks on.
Yeah, just like giant ball of fur.
It's also where the plate of cookies. It's where the plate of cookies are.
Jeez.
Verm is going to finally downshift out of his morph mode.
It's the hospital out in the county where everybody's rich.
This is one of those like, this is really nice hospital.
I mean, he's got a private room.
That's fair. Yeah.
This place makes everybody want to be perfect. Makes everybody want to be the same. And that's why they outlawed music. because it's not perfect, and it's very different for every person in every song.
Music's a science. That does make sense.
No, it doesn't.
No, I mean,
But it crushes your soul until there's nothing left but a gray shell.
so the city's the worst because they outlawed music, and you had very strict parents.
When you say it that way, she sounds like a dick. I don't think it's.
No,
That's
don't-
not very-
I'm just saying.
that's
you
not very
know, there's
nice.
a lot of detail, so it's like,
There's a lot of degree here.
yeah, we're missing something. But
No, I'm just saying it's a
It's
matter of.
not just outlawing music. It is capturing and trying to get rid of anybody who wants to do music or be creative or be an individual.
Okay, see, you might have wanted to lead with that.
There
But,
is
kidnapping people because they're different.
there is a place.
the asylum.
Also, do we want to wreck that ship before we leave, by the way?
We don't really. Wait, what?
Yes, we do.
I mean, we did talk about that.
This place. When I was very young,
Wouldn't.
I accidentally teleported myself. And I heard music for the first time. And it changed me. Something in me felt whole for the first time in my entire life. After that, I really couldn't go back to just living life without it, without that piece of me. And my mother, and to a lesser degree my father, did not appreciate that. Said it was illegal and not good enough. And they tried to stop me from making music, and it got so bad I wanted to run away, and I did. And then Gyro got turned off because he encouraged me. And when my mother found me, she realized that her teaching wasn't enough, so she sent me to the asylum. For a really long time, I didn't hear anything. Like, at all. They put me in a room that can't produce sound. Until it was too much, and something in me snapped, and the room exploded. And that's how I got out of the city. I made the asylum explode. Living on the street was better than living here, so you should understand that it's not just because they outlaw music. It's them getting rid of any soul that any person has. It's not just me complaining. It is something that everybody deserves, to be themselves. And a lot of people here do not get that. And I can't help them.
I don't know. I think you helped a lot of people today. In more ways than you may realize. But you're right. That was pretty terrible what happened to you. I understand better now. Thank you.
You notice one of the nurses was going towards the door and immediately 180'd.
Yeah.
That's how you put it. It was better. getting that off your chest, letting your friends know what's up.
Yeah, knowing that might have made coming here a little easier.
Or at least we wouldn't have been so callous about it all.
We also would have known what to expect. In the future, I suggest all of us, when we get hit with this shit, we come forward with it because it makes all of our lives easier and keeps us further away from getting dead.
Nope. Okay.
Because we didn't do great here. We got pretty close a couple of times. I don't want to be. That's the other thing. Verm, rest of your family going to be more of a pain in the ass or less of a pain in the ass than Reggie?
Very likely more of a pain in the ass.
Cool, because he almost killed us. Because we didn't know what we were doing. And we weren't planning.
Did almost kill him the first time. And we definitely killed him the second time.
Yeah, and he almost killed us.
This close. It's close to kill him the first time.
I can't say with any surety how many of my family are going to be still in the cult alive. I mean, we have a pretty rigorous entrance exam. Not everybody makes it.
I like to imagine it's almost like Spartans, where it's just, like, oh, this baby has a malformity. Whoop.
Yeah, something like that. But it's
Worse.
So there's going to be probably a shield maiden sister, and
Okay.
at the very least, and then also his two parents.
You have an uncle.
Oh yeah, Norbert.
Why do all of these guys have the dorkiest names?
Because my family are huge dorks.
Okay.
Was
that's
he
fair.
raised by a
Huge dorks.
half giant with a beard?
You would think we can like at least like pick yourself a cool name, like in
Yeah.
the galaxy struggles.
Do any of you think if we were allowed to pick our own names, I would be walking around with a girl's name for my whole life?
Wait, Verm's a girl's name?
Shit.
As Yost thinks back, oh, it is. Dude, I don't judge.
Anyone who does not have an inspiration point at this point has one now. Chris has a use for inspiration points in Retroverse. So, I'll let you know what they are when the time comes.
Okay.
Vern, remember, there was a great man who once wrote a song called A Boy Named Sue.
I think I found one of those tracks in the Rangers.
Yeah, you did. It was a track for Vicious Mockery.
Oh god.
Boy
So
named
yeah, it's not
Sue.
something I make a big noise about most of the time, but yeah.
None of you know my full name except maybe Visca. and
They
she
were
probably
expecting a
forgot.
daughter.
Really? You guys can't tell when you're in the egg? Huh. Lasers are weird.
Don't ask, man.
Xenon Dragonborn, depending on the temperature, you get a boy or girl. You can kind of choose.
I think my mom was a little lazy with it exiting.
Fascinating.
It's amazing how every Dragonborn, people keep putting us together as like this one race. We really aren't. Like each sub race is vastly different. It's just really weird how the mammal people just like, ooh, they look like dragons.
You
They're
think
all
that's
the same.
weird? You should
The-
hear their
Quick
making
question.
The two mammals next to you are like,
Wait.
Mr.
Hot,
Cage is
hot.
like, I know, I feel you.
If a mammal and a dragonborn were to mate, what would happen?
Incompatible.
We'll find out a couple years from now.
everyone goes like this, and like a thought bubble combined with all your thought bubbles comes up, and it just is a black bar that says censored. And then on the where it says censored, down below it in parentheses it says until official content comes out. Because Chris is coming out with stuff for that.
Hell yes.
Maybe not into vivid detail, but more of like, would a Dragonborn and Wunari be able to, have kids and stuff?
Yeah.
A little
As of
furry.
right now, though.
I'm just imagining a furry lizard, and it's so cute.
Oh, like a furry
Like donkey
version of-
dragons?
Yeah.
Like the donkey dragons?
Donkey dragon.
From Shrek.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
God, it's
Yeah.
been so long since I've
I
thought
thought
of that
this was
movie.
an actual animal. I was like, what the
I know, it's like, what did you make for us? Trying to do a Retroverse animal or something. What did I miss now?
No, but I'm like, yeah, no, you think that's weird.
We need to,
Apparently, they
Send them
blind,
the message. Donkey Dragon.
like, yeah,
New one.
apparently they blind each other as a mating ritual.
Mm-hmm. It's why I don't use my
Well,
breath weapon that often. It's awkward.
we all know Yost is a kinky boy, so like Chris actually says this. Like,
The ancient Xenon.
It was really confusing because I freaked the fuck out and I'm like, why the fuck did you blind me? And he's like, what? I thought you're hot.
Back in.
I'm just imagining there's like the nurses stations outside and they're just like choking back laughter.
That's if you guys look out in the hallway every once in a while, you notice one of the nurses is waiting until she can go in. She probably will go in anyway if it's something urgent, but obviously, Cage looks like
I'm
he's fine.
Should we let her?
And Cage says behind you, back in my clan, the Sarens have an intricate dance as a mating ritual.
Huh.
Cool.
I saw a video of that. What? Didn't you guys take that class in high school? Interspecies erotica?
No, that was an elective.
Oh.
I
Man,
think the outdoors
I
one.
didn't know interspecies erotica. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I thought that was an extracurricular.
I made sure you didn't have those classes.
God damn it!
Oh,
There's reasons why.
denied.
You already know everything in those.
I have experience in that in real life, so let's not get them.
Oh.
Don't you take that tone of voice with me, young woman. He like stretches something. He's like, ugh. He tries to reposition himself, get more comfortable. He's like, ugh. Well,
You'll get a nice long rest is all you need.
Yeah.
I could say the same to you. You look like you're in worse shape than me.
Oh yeah, we feel like shit, but
Honestly,
we're still moving.
other than being a little physically fatigued, I'm doing great.
And
I am bleeding fucking everywhere.
Just knock him.
Yeah. I definitely think it's about time we got all our heads down.
It's
We can head out in the morning, right?
Mental fatigue doesn't
So
hit
do
us
we
as
wanna-
hard.
Maybe. So do we want to go back to our weird bubble on the roof, or do we want to see if we can crash in one of these?
That's just
hospital beds.
stay
Oh.
on
the bubbles dismissed the second all of you guys left it.
Oh, okay,
these
Boop.
chairs look far more comfy.
that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ask the nurse if she's fine if we stay overnight in Cage's room.
They say it's fine.
Oh my god, yeah. If you need to like help him with anything, you can just kick us out. But
In fact, they seem to be a little extravagant about it. They actually bring
oh
in
yeah, because
beds.
they've got fucking Hertz.
They bring in
uh,
beds and everything for you guys.
Oh,
I mean, they're the hospital beds, but they have like the IV stuff removed and all that. But you can still like adjust the beds and stuff.
Do they know who I am?
You
Well,
know my
give me an
The one
insight.
nurse almost like had a fan moment.
Give me an insight check as they're doing this.
As your hair slightly changes to one of those soccer mom, speak to the manager haircuts. Do you know who I am?
you make sure he gets the best Jello in the house.
13.
Yeah, everyone, all the nurses and doctors and people who work here, even some of the patients that every once in a while will get out in the hallway, they seem to look at you guys, but not in the sense of like suspicion or fear, but more in the sense of like, oh my god, that's the equivalent of like, oh my god, that's King Arthur. That's Sir Lancelot? Holy fuck.
I mean, we did just literally carve a path through an army
And
twice.
Vern did draw a sword from a metal.
Nobody saw that one though.
Yeah, no, they don't know about all that.
There was a giant light in the sky, but like they don't know me as like Hertz. right?
Yeah, they might know you. I don't know if they would or not, because there's
I
usually
think
some sort of
considering the fact
underground
that
music.
the entire city is under surveillance constantly. There would have been a million camera eyes on you the entire time we were in that fight. So you probably just gave the performance of your life and didn't even realize.
You're pretty
This is your
sure.
tribute.
You're pretty sure they don't know who you are specifically, but they know
an
at least
impressive
of the
thing
recent
for you.
events. The
Have you ever run into anybody that's that knows you but doesn't know you because of the music?
There was
Like
this
that
one
was
guy,
your
and
one
knew
celebrity
who you
persona?
are. Anyway, we don't talk about that concert.
as you guys take your long rest in here, you notice they're
That was
not.
a weird use of gelatin.
Whoa. Anyway, so you notice that there is a TV in here.
Oh, we should maybe see what the news is saying. Do they do news in this town? I don't know.
Probably.
I'm gonna turn it on.
You turn it on, and the news immediately goes to multiple angle shots, camera footage of all of you fighting.
Oh shit! Look, we're on TV.
Oh.
I've never been on TV. This is awesome. And Hertz is just like, "Yep, this is normal."
And it's like,
Does my butt really look like that?
Yeah, it's great.
you notice, like at one point, it just
Alright.
zooms in.
His helmet's gonna get like blush stickers on the side.
Every time, though, there's a group shot, something obscures Yost.
There's like
Oh,
the title bar
No.
where they have like the name for where the next news story. It's like right over his head, just censoring him out.
God damn.
And when it's not doing that, like there's just this light glaring off of his chrome-like skin, so you can't make him
Yeah.
out. It's just like a flare.
Or like the Peacock news logo is right over his face.
No, like
No.
it's like City of Angels. Remember when they tried to take a picture of Seth and he was just like a white light? That's what
Wait,
Yost does to cameras.
He's got like a Mike Wazowski complex.
But they're like heroes? Question mark. Yeah. And most of the news is like, who are these people? And they're treating you almost like you're these celebrities that just came out of nowhere. Essentially. Some of them that you expect are like, oh my god, did you see that Dragonborn's butt? He's so hot, you know, and stuff like that.
God.
And then like, there's another one. It's like this big, almost walrus-looking dude. You know, he's got the big comb mustache, and he's like, oh, they're not from here. They're probably a menace to the city, spies for the Radicule's reign. You know.
Now give me
Oh,
more
wow.
pictures of them, goddammit!
I was gonna say, is that like J. Jonah Walrusin?
No, I
Oh
have.
my god, yes.
Oh,
You're
that
fired.
guy's the worst.
Fuck that guy.
But yeah, as you're going through here, pretty much all the news ones, all the news channels are definitely about the recent battle, and you guys kind of take more of a focus, just because you're not from around here, and you really stood out. Like you were like a MOBA, you were the heroes in the MOBA, and everyone else is just minions. So it's just like, holy shit.
I mean, we did literally like cause a rave in the middle of a fucking war.
Most of the focus is on Hertz, though. You do notice. As she's having her Sky concert.
Listen, that was pretty sparkly. That's fair.
Her Sky concert where she's just up in the air playing songs and stuff while
Like, shit, that
lasers
looks
are shooting.
cooler from this
Actually,
direction.
No, Hertz probably like sees this for the first time, so she like probably like didn't notice being all like glowy and shit. Like as it was happening, she was like, "Is that what I looked like?"
You notice?
Yeah, you
Is
were.
the city lights pulsing in time with your music?
Give me
They were.
perception checks. As you guys are reviewing this camera footage on the news.
Nat 20.
Oh, huh. See, I have a really high perception, don't I?
Roll what again?
I'm on the wrong
Perception.
thing. It's gonna be
Mike Merrill's
28,
just,
boss.
28.
Posted a job posting. I was on
Oh.
another game designer position open for Wisco.
Nice.
Oh. Hello. Anyway.
And then we lose all the audience.
Yeah. They're like, shit, well, you gotta apply now. And then all of a sudden they got like 2 extra ones because there's probably 2 viewers on this. But anyway,
Oh.
so
11.
11. Okay, so both Hertz and Verm notice at certain frames of footage of Hertz, she goes to like pause her song and she seems to like look up at nothing, and her eyes turn into stars for just the briefest moments.
Ah.
And Hertz, you recognize that as the moment you heard the voices in your head.
It's because like trying to watch it, but also falling asleep. What? 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 I'm like got my hand covered in coffee. What's happening?
I paused the screen. Dad, do you see it?
Oh shit, your eyes are doing the thing.
What the fuck is going on?
I don't know.
What was that? I'm gonna like in character and out of character try to remember that.
It was
Her eyes light up and a 5-pointed star seem to project like within maybe a centimeter in front of her
Like
face.
we've seen it 2, I think, times before now.
Before this, it was just her eyes themselves seemed to start to light up to that, but this was like full-fledged.
The first time they went all the way out.
Yeah.
What was happening when that happened last time? Like, what were our surroundings? We weren't in a fight, I don't think.
She was really angry. I remember that.
Yeah.
I was yelling at you.
Oh,
guys
shit.
making fun of me.
Oh, it was when she
No.
initially tried to run away from you guys, when you guys were in the scrapyard.
I think it might have also happened when she ripped you a new asshole for taking the coin.
That too.
Yep.
Oh, right. I remember.
Oh my god, your face, Jesse.
Wait, were these my vision quests? Did I see something like this? I don't remember the whole vision quest.
I know that I had, or wait, no, you saw a different thing.
No, you did not see anything like this.
Well,
Yeah,
tomorrow.
you're gonna see like a big sweat drop form on the back of his head.
So it occurs to me that clearly you got something going on. We're in a hospital. Do you want them to ask them if they can take some blood and run a thing? No?
Everybody's reactions to that are great.
I mean, it's a hospital.
Seriously.
What?
Hertz has just talked about how horrific this place is, and you want them to take her blood
Okay,
to
that's
run
fair.
tests on her.
With needles.
Even I will know she's going to be like, fuck that shit.
Who's
Yeah.
trying to
What do you
think?
say?
Okay, if we were in a normal hospital, I don't.
Oh, yeah.
A nurse is at the door. She's kind of shaking nervously. And she's just like, it's quiet hours. Could patients are trying to sleep.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
She's just
What?
like she just like gently closes the door for you guys.
I will speak in the normal level, but assume that I'm speaking in a lower one. Unless I'm yelling.
I'm like, I was just thinking about it. Like, okay, and to be fair, here is like shit central. But like, if we get to a normal city,
We already ran a test on her
we did?
at the command
Yeah.
center.
Oh, that's right. I forgot that. Well, I don't know what
But-
to tell you.
It's normal.
When we return to the command center, there is a database
Oh yeah, maybe they know
of different
something.
things that might, because we never really went through it.
Yeah, we
so
just
maybe
like
there's
scanned
something
for
there.
specific things.
Yeah.
And that wasn't one of the things we were looking
See,
for.
but like this, what I'm seeing on the screen, this looks like a star elf. Like I'm not a star elf. My dad was a wood elf.
Or else? From Cynthia? Synthetica
Con-
or something like that?
I'm just going to point to the freeze frame of the Starball eyes. The only other time we've seen anything like this was, well, when you were mad, or when we were fighting the Rocket Clan grunts.
Yeah.
Remember you tried to bed the boss?
I did that.
Yeah.
You see commercial for a new lube from the Unicorn Wizard come up on the television.
Nice. Space lube. 50-gallon container of space lube. I'm just going to say is Hertz, hun, it might bear some closer investigation.
I mean, yes, I assume so. This seems like something really weird and like.
I mean,
Let's see something.
do you think there's a chance that your mom maybe also never got to see your dad that often? I'm just saying.
If you're implying
Like,
what I think you're implying.
You
I
don't,
mean, like, it had to come from somewhere.
you don't need to roll insight for that.
No, I'm not fucking lying.
Um,
Visca can't lie to save her fucking life.
Can I communicate with the command center when I turn my communicator? Like,
But
I thought we
that
got
Okay.
like a dead zone in here.
I'll
would
make
have
it.
come up in the
Okay.
test that the command center
I'll make it.
run.
That's all you're getting from
I
your,
don't think you can get through
okay.
the shield.
Signals from the outside get scrambled, so don't.
Wasn't sure if everything going on might have changed some things.
You really think so?
Maybe should have tried that before they fixed the hole in the ceiling.
Yeah, we'll make another one tomorrow.
I mean, we could just go out the door.
Yeah, that too. Anyway,
I mean, what are they gonna do? Stop the heroes of the city? I mean, maybe, but let's see if they fucking try.
What are they gonna do? Stop us? Well, maybe.
That would be real good.
Huh?
On the way out, can we blow up on the other asylum? Because that'll be real good. And put, like, a lot of allies.
I mean, maybe let's keep it on the down low. Quiet hours after all.
All of a sudden, there's just like 50 wall cameras, and they're all just like, yeet. No, I joke. I joke.
Should we try and find that other De-fragger and the dwarf dude? Because, like, all those folks gonna come out, they're gonna need somebody to rally behind. Or else they're all just gonna get arrested and thrown in somewhere worse, probably. Right?
how about this?
Did say that we're gonna meet up with them to help them break people out of the asylum.
Let's go to sleep.
Okay, that's fair.
You look at the clock.
I'm already falling asleep halfway.
You look at the clock, and it's like 1 in the morning, and that battle
Ugh.
was at the morning, so it's probably been around.
It's been a long day and a half.
Mr.
Yeah.
Cage is giving me dagger eyes like sleep.
You see, he's actually out.
Oh.
Her sister's just gonna be like, alright, fine. And then she's just gonna pat the couch next to her for anybody to sit next to her.
I'll sit there.
Yeah.
Just because, like, pulling blankets out of the fanny pack of holding, because the blankets at the hospital are thin as shit. They're not worth anything.
They gave you comforters. They weren't on the beds, but they gave you comforters.
Oh, shit. They like you.
Well, I mean, we did just save their city, so.
That's fair.
4
It's
sets
the-
of comforters.
Yeah.
Hertz will just kind of like.
You go to put your heads on the pillows, and just like almost instantly you're just out. Like you don't even register that you were going to sleep. You're just out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sleepy times, good times. All right, now
You
we sit here for 8 hours.
Yeah. Or, like, are we too tired to dream?
Hurts. You wake up, and you are floating in space. There are stars filling the sky in every direction.
I kind of just look.
As you look around, you see like a thread of some kind coming from between your shoulder blades. That seems to go out maybe a foot or so, and then just fade into nothingness.
Can I follow it? Is it like just gone?
When you move that direction, it doesn't get any bigger or shorter. If that's what you're asking. As you give me an intelligence saving throw as you attempt to move.
13.
Okay, what's your intelligence? Again, 14, right?
Yeah.
What's that? You move, I believe it was 5 times that.
Alright.
So that's your fly speed right now.
Okay.
So you're doing a heckin' zoom.
I zoom.
So as you're flying forward into, you're not sure what direction. all the stars seem to brighten up more than normal. And they go, child. And you hear those voices again.
Who are you?
I am a protector of many worlds, you hear one star say. I am one of the greatest bards in history. And then they all go to like list all these random, completely different lifestyles that they had. And then all at the same time, they say, and we are you.
What's going on? What is going on with me? What?
The female voice says, you are a child of the stars.
I don't understand.
You will in time. Seek out your father. And he'll give you the answers you need. But I must warn you, says a different voice and it's male. He has been corrupted, and he is not the same man he was before. Do not expect him to show you any sort of passiveness. He will probably try to kill you.
Right. Do you know where he is?
The unicorn does. You hear from behind you. Then, unicorn? Yes, the unicorn, yes.
Why can't you just tell me?
Because we're dicks.
Because we only know limited information. In your words. In your tongue. You could access our power to help fight the Great Laser.
I would be honored to fight for you.
You do not fight for us. We fight together. They all say at the same time, as all the stars get really bright and everything just fades to white. And you wake up.
It's just like, I like wake up like, ah, God, oh, boom, wake up.
At that point, if no one else was awake, they are.
Ow. Ow. Damn.
What time of day would it be?
Ow.
We have to go. We have to go find him.
Fuck. Ow. You can stop.
Forget.
Thank you. Okay, I'm going to get out of the way.
Let's go. I'm kicking him out.
You've noticed that she left a trail of drool on you, and she just fell asleep and just drooled.
Charming.
Yost's probably been awake for like an hour. He's morphed, just sitting there.
Actually, you just woke up.
Is it 6 o'clock?
You look at the clock, and it's not moving.
Having my watch.
What's the time on the clock that's not moving?
6 o'clock. On the
6 hours
dot.
away.
Great.
You look outside, and the outside window, and you can't see anything past fog.
Hell.
Oh, God.
Son of a bitch, we woke up in Silent
Everything
Hill.
is strangely quiet. Even when you talk to each other, it seems muffled and kind of in the distance. You also see that Cage is not there.
God damn it.
Hertz is trying to make as much noise as possible. Like anything, like she can, like she'll just stand there and like start tapping. She'll like move, or, like flip her guitar around and start playing. Like
Hertz,
she
do you
does
know
not
what this
like
is?
this. I have no idea what is happening right now, but
Kevin, Cage isn't here. I think that's the only thing you missed.
I froze, so I was like, what?
That, and you can't see anything outside. It's just a fog.
It's friggin' Silent Hill.
Not again. Quack.
Can I like make it like? Can I like?
Wow. No, none of that. None of that. But you can give me an Arcana check.
Okay. Oh, all right. I got a 21.
You're not sure if you're in the same place as you were when you went to sleep.
We darn diddly darn teleported, you guys.
You feel like you shifted somewhere.
Let's go like halfway up. What's going on?
You look out the window and you can't see anything out there. It's just fog. It's just gray. You notice Cage is not in his bed anymore. The clock is stuck at 6 o'clock on the dot. Not even the second arm. The second's arm is moving. When everyone talks, the voices are kind of muffled. And now that you think about it, and everyone's adjusted their eyes a bit since they woke up, colors seem to be a little less saturated.
Oh, I hate this place. I hate this place a lot.
The door is still closed.
Is this a normal thing in Automa, Hertz?
Not that I'm aware of, but like, this is...
Oh, you haven't been here for like 12 years.
I don't think that they changed the way that physics works around here. We're not in Automa anymore, though.
I mean, can you even tell?
Yes!
It's just fog out there, isn't it?
No, I'm telling you! It's magic.
All right, fine. Let's try the door and figure out.
Do you not get it? Like, this is not the same spot.
I'm gonna go ahead and morph now.
I'm gonna go to the door.
I'm never unmorphed.
Oh, he's sleeping that? That's uncomfortable.
Yes, we need to talk. You need some therapy or something. 'Cause... Yikes.
We're in combat zone. Why would I unmorph?
You notice it's kind of odd. Yost is not as reflective as he normally is.
Oh.
I get some Windex and
Maybe it's just caused from the desaturation of everything around you. You're not sure.
I don't like this, you guys. This is really bad.
Visca goes and opens the door. There's
Just to
absolutely...
make sure everybody has armor and everything on first.
Okay.
Yeah, is my spider around?
Yes.
Oh, good.
What about
The spider was on the ceiling. It just goes. Ew.
Sir Barkslot never came back with us from the grid.
He went into the grid and he never came back?
I don't remember this.
You weren't there. It's fine.
Okay.
So you try to open the door.
Yeah.
You what? Hold on. Did your dog just disappear? Like, what happened?
We'll talk about it after we're out of the fog's muffled, desaturated room of doom.
Yeah, that's what Hertz kept saying, and then she never talked about her family until we literally pinned her down and made her.
Yeah, but unlike Hertz, I didn't have like 3 years on tour playing in a band.
Yes, you were! You were with me!
No, I'm saying that now. We're not going to go 3 years.
Conversation.
Yeah.
You open the door and they don't even notice, mostly because there's absolutely no noise coming from the door at all as you open it. No one's on the The hallway.
Probably noticed considering I'm standing directly next to it.
The hallway seems to be constantly at a little bit above low light. You know, like you got that morning light coming in, but it's like gray, and you don't you don't have the fluorescent lighting essentially.
Do our helmets have fog lights?
Does the window open out?
Yes, it does.
Okay, I'm gonna poke my head out the window and look around, down, up, sideways, whichever ways.
You open the window?
Yeah.
You sure?
Oh God.
God. Do I get a sense of foreboding as I approach the window, telling me it's a great idea?
The window's posture look threatening.
All of you get a sense of foreboding for every action you're doing at the moment.
It's a gazebo.
So you open up the window, and there's like this really tense moment where you're just like going to open the window and you're like, you don't know why, but you feel like maybe something's wrong. Like maybe you shouldn't do this. And you go to open it. And then you peek your head out.
Bird shit's on you.
I was gonna say, is there's like a really high violin piece going in the background, like a Kubrick movie?
Maybe in your head.
Great.
But not out loud.
Verm grew up watching, all kind of old movies and shit, so he's probably thinking like The Shining or The Mist or something.
You're thinking of a slasher flick immediately.
Yeah, great.
Hertz is like playing like a song on her guitar, like something like just like a jammy like do 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 do.
Give me performance at disadvantage.
Oh no, okay. Oh, alright, that's not bad. I gotta. Okay, I got 21.
21. Okay.
At
She's playing-
disadvantage?
Yeah, she's
Shit.
pretty good. I mean, she's Hertz. Come on. As she's playing her song, it sounds really nice. And you all hear, harmonizing with it perfectly, violins. But they stop the second she stops.
Oh god.
Okay.
Everybody,
I'm gonna keep playing. Is that fine? Is that okay?
Yeah,
'Cause
that's perfectly fine. As Verm sticks his head out the window, everybody give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh god, no.
Oh no. I don't know if I trust this dice. Fuck it, I don't trust this dice.
13.
I don't know which one to trust.
Spoilers, this DC is not high at all.
Okay, 15.
Wisdom, you said?
Yep.
That's a 10.
What did Yost get? You gotta be kidding me. The one that I would think would be the most resistant to this.
I have a -1
He has a
wisdom.
-1 wisdom.
Both
I
Visca
got
and
psychic
Yost
resistance.
individually roll me d6 each.
Oh god.
Okay?
2.
And 4. Okay, you guys got different things. Good. Visca,
No.
you're
Yes?
overcome by a wave of apathy. You gain the following flaw. You don't believe that you can make a difference to anyone or anything. And you now have disadvantage on death saving throws and on dexterity checks for initiative.
Oh.
Yeah, it hurts.
Yost, you're overcome with dread. You have disadvantage on all saving throws and gain the following flaw. I am convinced that this place is going to kill me.
Damn, we're both hurts. This is Hertz's brain. We're being possessed by her negative emotions.
Oh
That's really sad when you think about it. That the domain of dread is about as close as we can get to her mindset while in Ultima.
Verm, give me a perception check as you poke your head out the window and you try to figure out what's going on.
Okay. 21.
You think you hear water in the distance? Maybe like some insect noises, like cicadas?
Oh.
And you very, very faintly hear a rumbling of some kind.
Mm.
Some like... But it's like really, really faint. Very
Does it
far in the
sound-
distance.
Would it, if I had to compare it to a sound, would it sound more like footfalls, hoofbeats, or some kind of an engine sputtering?
Like an engine sputtering is probably what your best guess.
Okay. Well, we're not finding anything just sitting around in here. We may as well head out.
You remember, you guys aren't on the first floor, so you'd have to go down to get out.
I mean,
Or up. I mean, you could go up to the helicopter place, but...
I think the only one that really couldn't just jump out the window if they wanted to would be Visca.
that's true, you'll have flying.
Almost all.
So, what do you guys do?
Lockdown.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's take the stairs. Some of you can only use your flying stuff for a little bit of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of you.
You guys take... you notice the power and stuff is fine in here. But, for some reason, the lights seem to be constantly dimmed no matter what you do about it. The elevator works fine. Do you guys take the elevator, or do you take the stairs?
Stairs.
Yeah, I don't trust the elevator in this weird, creepy place.
Okay. You take the stairs and head down. All you hear are the echoes of your own footsteps as you guys go down the stairs, back
And
down to the
Hertz
ground floor.
playing because she does not stop.
Oh yeah, that definitely goes over top of your footsteps for sure. Let's see. And you eventually get to the bottom floor. The opening, I always forget what it's called. The welcome desk. There is no one behind the welcome desk. And the double doors are closed, but it's like glass doors, so you can just see the fog on the other side. As you get down into the closer to the doors, the fog seems to disperse a bit. And you can see more clearly, looks like a dirt trail.
Okay, this I can handle. I'm like, dirt trail. We can't see anything through the fog, right?
Are we in Barovia? Because I swear to God.
If we don't know.
No, there was.
Do you open the door and stuff?
and
I
stuff.
mean, yeah.
Well, I don't know what else you would want to do. So, yeah, anyway, so you open the door, and you're immediately greeted by the sound of the woods.
See, I told you we're not in Autumn anymore.
All right. I heard you the first time.
Verm is going to reach for the unicorn sword.
Okay, unicorn sword goes. Oh no!
Are we?
Somewhere bad.
Are you talking to your sword?
Wait,
No, I'm talking to myself.
I'm just.
Have
I'm
we
just
actually realized the other day
follow
that he
the
was talking
sword.
to the sword?
No, you just all said you need therapy because you're talking to yourselves. I think is what you said.
Yeah, but we just saw him unsheath the sword and start talking to it.
the sword knows where we need to go.
Yeah. So.
What?
The sword. Okay, so I had a dream. There were stars, and the thing caught on my back, and there were voices, and they said that I need to go talk to my dad. Which, listen, I really rather put needles in my eyes, but like, there's clearly some power that I need to access, and I guess I'm stuck with you guys, so might as well be useful. So we gotta go find out what the fuck is going on with that, and that sword knows where we need to go.
The sword is going to like rotate in his hand. He's fucking with you again, but he's going to say like, me?
For funsies,
You're a dick.
for funsies, give me a performance check.
That's an 18.
Okay, so none of you heard the voice of the sword before, but you do mimic it perfectly.
What the fuck?
Oh my. So the sword is sentient. I can't explain it. It's got a consciousness. It's still alive somehow. But
Oh, okay.
it knows things it shouldn't know, but apparently it doesn't actually speak out loud. But I mean, I can hear it.
I mean, we've heard of intelligent items, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Okay, now see, that makes sense. You just start talking to your sword randomly.
It's not elaborating. I
I
don't
thought
know.
all of you guys just developed like immediate psychosis or something.
I already had psychosis. It's fine.
Plus-
That's
your
what I
PTSD.
mean, like immediate. Like yours was slightly weird or was not quite as weird before.
This place seems quite dreadful.
Well, I can just tell that from the decor. It's all foggy. Can you help us find where we have to go to
There's
get
a-
out of here?
there's a
Is this
clear-
what we're doing?
Like the fog disperses just enough, so you can barely make out like the tree lines to the side of the dirt trail and this mountain dirt trail.
So,
Seems-
sword. Should we go there?
It is where it wants us to go, I guess. I have
What can
no
you tell
power.
us that might be helpful here?
I have no power here.
Oh, well, even though you
Sword,
have no
you
power,
know-
what
you know
advice
where
do
we
you have
need to
that might
go,
be helpful
right?
here?
Sorry, two people were talking at once.
Hertz, try asking it again. I didn't hear you.
Hertz, you have to actually physically contact, like, touch the sword.
Okay. It can't
Yes,
hear me.
Hertz.
I'll
Touch
hold out the
Hertz.
hill, like towards Hertz.
Yes.
Horn first.
I touch Verm's sword.
Touch his horn.
Do you touch the tip? Do you touch the tip?
Just the.
Okay. It's your audience here, totally.
You're gonna hear a dull metallic thunk.
Goes, hello. Oh, wow. You got a triple past.
Oh, sorry, what's up?
Are you talking to a sword?
Almost as bad as the Dragonborns.
I want to talk to a sword.
Oh.
Do I hear this conversation since I'm still holding the sword?
You're still holding it, yeah.
Okay.
Do tell.
I touch a sword too.
Hello. Oh.
Verm's gonna get suddenly kind of like side eye.
You guys are
Oh.
all sad. We all touch Verm's sword.
Oh god. All right.
All right, who cast Carol's Whispers? Anyway.
Sword, what's your name?
You never asked its name?
It's a sword. Like as far as Verm is concerned, it's just a
Every
sword.
cool sword has a cool name. Come on, everybody knows that.
Fucking all my swords have names.
It's Choppy.
Okay, no. Key sword. This one says Project Cygnus. This
My
one
name.
is Pain. And that one, I didn't have a name for that one yet. I just picked that one off the bat.
Choppy!
Nailed it. That's it.
Verm just has like practical descriptors. He's got chain glaive, which it is, and drill lance, which was Reggie's, but that's exactly what it is also.
My name is Silvery.
Longsword.
Silvery?
Yes. Nice to meet you, Ariana.
You're gonna hear another thunk from Verm's helmet as his jaw hits the bottom of the helmet.
Your helmet. Okay, I got scared.
Oh, two of them, like a shark.
Oh, I'm even more scared.
Shark. Do.
Anyway, I just I'm like, that's not my name. So I don't like that name. Let's just not use that name.
But it's your name.
Visca's doing like that
not
awkward dog thing where like they hear a weird noise. It's just like, no.
Do you
Doing like a tilt.
do you not accept who you are?
I do, but that's not who I am. But let's not get into it. I need to find my dad to. I know who I am. Do you know where my dad is?
You're not sure if the sword could do it, but it would probably be smirking right now.
Verm is thinking to himself that he thinks that her real name is actually really pretty and he wishes she would use it. And then he has, on the heels of that, the panic thought that, oh God, if the sword is telepathic, he's really hoping to stop broadcasting this right now.
No, you don't need to worry about that, Verm. You hear it say. But Hertz doesn't hear your part.
Oh.
All right, fine. I'll come touch your weird sword.
Yeah!
You, though, you got a lot of issues, you hear Yost hears.
What
You
was that?
you have to learn to accept death in order to accept a life.
Wait, who are you talking to? Me?
Yes,
Yeah.
you.
I faced death enough. I accepted it. It's my destiny.
Oh God, Verm is so
It's more like you're
freaking
resigned to it.
proud. Not Verm. God
One's
damn it.
destiny is both in life and in death, young dragon. Do not fear the Reaper.
Or the sun, the moon, and the rain.
Oh, you do know that phrase.
Yes.
I believe that we should move for... Oh, wow, you're a bundle of sunshine. Hi, Visca.
Hi, how's it going?
Oh.
No, I'm not being sarcastic. It's hard to tell with my voice. She's actually quite nice. Sorry you have to be with these people.
Oh man, totally
They're
same.
mostly alright.
Hey, he's gonna turn the sword around so the hilt is facing in his direction.
You
and
are
he's
a
gonna
great defender. Whoa.
watch it. Turn it around.
I don't have eyes.
I don't know why it was so
You're gonna see well, no, you would see through the lens, but like all 4 of his eyes are simultaneously going to just like roll so far.
This is interesting.
Okay, so the
I
sword knows
believe
where
we
your
should
dad
move.
is?
I believe we should move forward.
Yeah, I mean, I
Either way.
guess.
It was just having fun touching you.
Your hands are warm.
Oh. Listen, alright, don't worry about it. We'll get to some hand touching later. We gotta go though.
All right, then I'll just walk forward and let the sword
We
lead the
just
way.
gotta all walk in.
Sword says, "I don't know the way. Just feel like we should move forward."
Thought you were supposed to help guide us.
Yeah.
He's just gonna tuck it back in his belt.
Oh, that's mean.
I help however I can, but I am not a navigator. Sorry. You hear?
Well, we can follow the path.
As you guys follow the path. Wait, do I have this open twice? Yes, I do. I'm stupid. Okay. You eventually come to a large gateway.
Break road.
What does the gate
Describe?
look like?
It's got this big double door made of wood.
Okay.
Is there
Atop of it is a handcrafted wooden sign reading, "Welcome to Silkuna Lake Campground."
history check? Do I know what that is?
Yeah, history check.
Okay.
History
Oh,
or Arcana?
Before Halloween.
Oh, shit.
I mean, neither one of those really works for me.
Can I do it too, or is that?
Yeah.
Oh, I only got a 12, so.
All of you can, and 12's good
Okay.
enough.
20.
Oh, okay.
I got a 13.
I got. Hold on.
Or if
I
you-
got 24.
Ooh, okay. You
Hertz
all
is proficient in history.
have heard the legend of Silcoon Lake. Apparently, this used to be a campground for youngins who were aspiring to be great adventurers. A wonderful youth camp for them. One day, there was an accident, however. Even with the really high check, you're not quite sure what the accident was exactly, but some young mage became obsessed with stories of paranormal activities around the camp, and that they investigated every single one of these rumors and found them all false. Wanting a true paranormal activity, they began dabbling in dark magic, because apparently they're stupid, and became quite powerful quite quickly. Their research was discovered, but it was far too late. By that time, they had captured one of the counselors and forced evil energy and goblins' blood into them. The wild creation went on a rampage, slaughtering every living thing on the camp. The collective death and negative energy caused myriad abominations to rise and take hold. Eventually, this resulted in a maelstrom of evil mana, which only grew in strength with each new child, counselor, and local creature killed. One brave counselor took it upon themselves to save the world from this catastrophe, however. They sealed it away into a realm of dread. Some legends tell of a climactic battle between forces of good and evil that will end the restlessness of the spirits here.
So, do we know how many years ago that was?
This is just a legend. You don't know.
Oh, okay.
You don't know when.
We need to get out of here, because that sign means we're in like a spoopy king. And you guys know my history, so you probably, I don't think I should be here right
I
now.
know what
I mean, I
sadistic
don't.
god would send someone who doesn't like horror into another horror scenario.
I don't think.
wonder.
I don't think the key sword is going to get us out of here.
You notice the large gate has 5 notches in it.
5. What kind of notches?
You go to investigate, and they look like they're about the size of like a card.
Of like a what?
A card.
A card?
Yes.
Okay.
Do we need to
You
pay
don't put your
money?
card. You don't put your card all the way in, but it looks like you're supposed to like fully deposit a card. But one of your cards from the deck evolution does fit. You
Well,
see,
my regular playing cards.
you see to the side of the gateway is a big map of the entire campground, and there's a little spot next to the big painted map mural that has a bunch of little maps that you guys can carry with you of the campground.
So putting 5 regular playing cards didn't do nothing.
No, nothing happened.
I take a map.
Okay.
I also.
I'm a map. I'm a map.
Did Chris release that? I heard you say something there, Kevin.
Then I'm a map.
We had your phone and something about Halloween. This is the Halloween
Oh.
event, everybody.
Yeah, I said we were still 2 weeks till Halloween.
Wow.
Yes, we're starting early.
This
Done.
is where the session ends.
Ah!
And we'll pick up the Curse of Saloon Lake on the next episode.
Saloon or Suicane?
Oh.
Yeah, I heard Silky and I'm thinking Pokemon. What the hell?
That's not it. I said that to the Discord chat. Like, I literally found a picture of the Pokemon.
Yeah, it's supposed to be planned words for that Pokemon, yeah. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Silcoon, Saloon, whatever.
Oh my goodness.
I thought they were talking about the Moon Goddess
Yeah, it's
from the realms.
Yeah.
that's also that Earth one, Saloon.
Oh, right, like a saloon
Oh,
with
Roman
spittoons.
goddess of the moon.
that brave counselor who sealed it away, they used 5 rare collectible cards.
Oh
What
boy.
did we ever
Those were
do with
$10
that card?
cards. Mine
God.
were pretty crackable.
Didn't we find cards like that at one point?
Is it time to duel?
These trading cards are from the legendary Lasers and Liches series trading card game.
Oh,
I'm reading this straight up. I'm not joking. That's
Seriously? That's
Yeah.
amazing.
That's great.
so.
As I hear that.
do we get to see this
Yost
at some point?
goes, holy shit, I can complete my collection.
Yes, you guys will on the next episode.
My collection was destroyed.
Oh man, I bet it's real spoopy.
I don't.
Now I have to figure out how the fuck to play Visca as if she doesn't think we can make a difference. That's like literally the opposite of her flaw. Literally, her flaw is I am destined for greatness. she expects to go out in a blaze of glory.
Over there.
Yeah, so my flaw is a bit fatalistic. My actual flaw, I'm a bit fatalistic.
I mean,
I
you go.
basically didn't change much, except I'm screwed on all my saves.
I would say you can play it up like to the nth degree. Just go real ham.
Okay,
Now,
so
question.
I'll fly up to the top of a tree with my wings out. Angst.
You hear.
Oh god.
You can't see past the tree line. It's just fog.
Angst.
Sorry, your question? Cat?
I was thinking about it and I can't remember what I was thinking of. It made sense and I'm like, no, that doesn't. Oh, I know what that means and now it's gone again. I have a migraine. Excuse me, my brain's going like a mile a minute.
You were thinking about it and you're like, nah, we're all gonna die anyway. Alright, so any plugs before we go?
We're not playing anything tomorrow.
No.
At least not streaming.
Ninja Sex Party concert. Woo!
Yeah. Oh my god, it was so good.
Though Sunday, 9 o'clock, we're playing Dragon Heist with everybody here. No Aya, unfortunately. But we will
Not
have
yet.
our friend Alexis there.
Sorry, it's just kind of a boring part. I don't want to bore you to death.
No, it's seriously, it's been like 3 days and we're building a tavern and it's the best thing ever. I fucking love it.
Sounds good.
Yeah, it's just tavern maintenance. We're not even like role-playing or anything. It's just like, okay, so
No,
we need
we're
this much money here, and we need to get this supplies there,
Yeah, it's been mostly planning like, okay, I'm gonna go talk to this guy, and you go talk to the plumbers guild, and you go talk to the carpenters guild.
Yeah.
And then we have like a 20-minute interlude for ice cream.
Yeah.
And then another 10-minute interlude for donuts.
You can thank this guy right here.
No, it's amazing.
I'm trying to see where I can work you in to bring you in so that you're not bored out of your mind.
I have a suggestion to make if you so wish, but
Maybe
send
after
that to
talk
me.
about it later.
We'll do that off camera. Any
Yeah.
other plugs before we go?
Yes, actually, on Sunday I'm actually playing in 30 games because I'm a crazy person,
Oh wow.
and I'm going into I don't know if Katie's game is being streamed, so maybe you know about that.
What is it about, Preto?
The honey heist.
Oh, honey heist.
Oh,
It's
amazing.
I'm not sure if she is running that
So I'm gonna
live.
say maybe stream honey heist playing all bears. It'll be great.
Oh, honey heist is amazing.
Blake's missing out. He's a really good bear.
My bears.
Anyway, and
I
then
would love to play that one sometime.
6:30 Eastern Standard Time at Score RPG. I am playing the wonderful and illustrious Lelia Starbit, and that's also on Sunday. And then at 9 o'clock, I am playing in another game. Let me find the thing for a second. I should have looked this up when you were talking, but I was an idiot. So there you go. I'm playing on Factor Moon. You can check out my Twitter; it's there. I'm gonna be playing a game. I'm gonna be playing one of the players' daughter from the future. So
Whoa.
that should be fun. I'm their daughter from the future from an evil timeline. So
Are you gonna have like an eye patch and like a mechanized arm?
no, because this is a D&D game. But
Are you gonna be like the D&D Capel?
I can show you a picture later. It's pretty sweet.
Cool.
And a last thing, Written in Stone is finally back. We are on schedule, and we have an episode just came out on Wednesday, and another episode is coming out next Wednesday, and then the episode after that is until like the end of October. We have episodes all the way through. There's mustard all the way down.
And mangoes.
What?
And mangoes.
Correct.
Mustard.
And Weird Potato Rocks. So if you want to see that, go check that out. It's on Castbox now because that's finally where we settled on putting our stuff. And you can also check us out on Twitter at Rin_in_RPG. I always mess that up. Good for me. Yes, that's it. For now. There's more to come.
Anyone else got anything?
I think we're good.
Okay. I guess the last thing is Saturday before the NSP concert, I will be on Sean's PowerScore RPG channel, and we'll be doing that Dragon Heist there. Also doing Tavern Shenanigans.
I may have sent Koriyami a letter that might be affecting you guys in some way.
Oh, you're giving us money for the tavern? Thanks.
Well, he has no money. What are you talking about?
Oh, well. Anyway, so we'll end the stream here, and we'll see you guys next week.
Ciao.
Bye.